What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Coffee John Coffee with John. Bitcoin just broke 68K. It may very well get to 70K very soon, probably by the end of the month, which I did say could happen. But let's get a toast. If you like these episodes, comment down below either an emoji of a coffee mug or just say Coffee John, and that lets me know you guys enjoy his videos. Oh man, this is my second cup already. It's been waking me up. So, I gotta wake up a little earlier now because crypto tends to pump out of nowhere. So let's go see what's going on out there. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's get into it. So let's see why Bitcoin's pumping today. So I guess I see politics, a lot of things about Trump. So let's read this article on Forbes. And I do not care what your political affiliation is. With all due respect, this is not about picking sides here. I'm just relating it back to the investor standpoint. So I just want to emphasize that before anyone gets upset. But let's bring this article up. Let's see what's going on. Big news. Donald Trump declares crypto is the future after blowing up the Bitcoin price. Bitcoin has suddenly surged after rocketing into the new week on the back of a China earthquake. Okay, so I didn't know China had an earthquake. I've been not watching the news. The Bitcoin price has shot towards 70K per Bitcoin, up from under 60K last week. You see how quick that happens, guys? So last time we checked the sentiment on Bitcoin, it was around 60% bullish, 35% bearish or 32% bearish. So I guarantee now Bitcoin's probably going to be upwards, and we'll see if I'm right. Now, as Tesla billionaire Elon Musk warns the U.S. could collapse into bankruptcy, the sale of a new crypto backed by former U.S. President Trump has sent the Bitcoin price in crypto markets sharply higher as Trump's odds of retaking the White House next month climb. I did see that. There was a poll on Twitter I saw on X where Trump was up like 60%. So I'm assuming the way he's winning so far and with what he said with crypto is probably why the market's booming, if I had to guess, because they're just thinking it's good for crypto, which it is. You want to see whatever politician that you're going for, you want to see them be pro crypto, because if you're an investor, and this is strictly just for investing, not any other issues. If you're an investor, you want to be in the best position to make a lot of profits, not be tax heavy, have someone who actually believes in crypto, not someone that wants to take it down, have central bank digital currencies and try to, make it seem like it's a evil currency or something. So let's see. They're just 3 weeks to go until U.S. election. If we can't believe Polymarket, Trump now has a 56% chance of winning the presidency, and a Republican sweep is now at 39%. Okay, that means that in conditional probability space, if Trump wins, there's a 70% chance of Republican sweep. All right, I'm just trying to see what it says with crypto. So he declared crypto is the future and calling on people to embrace this incredible tech. Okay, that's good. Only 9 million worth of the new crypto has been sold. I guess they're talking about his crypto, which I'm not getting into, but I just want to see. Kendrick has previously put his Bitcoin price at 125K Bitcoin, which I did say that's possible. That's pretty much along the lines of where I see it. 125, maybe 150K. I don't think it's going to 200K plus personally, but anything can happen. Obviously, we'll see. But I think 120, 125 is pretty conservative. 75K of Kamala Harris. I mean, I still think it'll go higher than that despite her being president. I think regardless, Bitcoin's going to be six figures regardless. This cycle will for next year, but we'll see. Okay. So let's see if we have any more articles on this. What do you guys think so far? Do you think actually who do you think is going to win the election? I'm very curious without spitting your agenda for it, because I don't want to get anyone angry in the chat. People tend to get very emotional politics, but I'm just curious, who do you think is going to win? let me know. But let's see if we can find another article and see if that is the sole reason why crypto is pumping today. Let's see. So this is pretty good. Despite being a Coinbase user, I actually like these news with Binance. Binance is the most downloaded crypto app in September. So Binance is the biggest exchange, even though I'm not a huge fan of it. I mean, I'm also biased from the US. I use Coinbase primarily, Uphold. Sometimes I used to use Gemini, but primarily Coinbase and sometimes Uphold. Um, This is good, not just from an exchange standpoint, but because it shows that interest is growing in the space, right? Aside from prices just going up, it's showing that people are starting to get into crypto again, which I saw this happening last cycle too in 2021. You saw the volume go up significantly on Coinbase. So, yeah, this I'm not surprised. The app saw 9.9 million downloads for the month, far surpassing Coinbase. Okay, yeah, no one cares about the comparison. But again, this is great. This is great from a crypto standpoint. Second most used site in its category. Yeah, that's crazy. And then I see BitGet ranked second. Nice. That's good. Maybe BitGet can become a tier one now, eventually. I'm not sure what the usage rate for tier ones are. I just know it has to be a very high volume. But let's see if we find anything else. Oh, this is good. So we're seeing the whales accumulating. By the way, what exchange do you guys use for crypto? Let me know down below in the comments. Do you use Coinbase, Binance, Mexi, BitGet, Gemini? I'm just curious. Uphold. So look at this. Bitcoin's climbed to 10-week high driven by institutional interest, whale accumulation. That's very significant. And once they take profits on Bitcoin, say hello, altcoin season, you're going to see this for altcoins. Bitcoin demand has rebounded after a period of dormancy with a significant spike in growth, driving prices to a 10-week high above 67K. Bitcoin's apparent surge by 177,000 BTC last week. Damn. The largest increase since April, pushing the flagship crypto's price up over 5% to 67,800. And if you guys remember, I said 5% for Bitcoin is a huge swing in price. It's not an old coin where it goes up like a cent. It's going up a few thousand when you see it go up like 5%. So remember, it's almost $1.5 trillion in market cap. That's a very large market cap. It leads the entire market, which is just over 2 trillion right now. So that is definitely something. The renewed activity in the market has ignited optimism. Yes, just said that. Amongst investors following months of sluggish performance since May. Yeah, May was the last top. And then now it's been a few summers now where summers have been red in crypto. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in 2025 in the summer. Getting a little ahead of myself here, but nonetheless, people do sell off right before summers, I guess, to enjoy themselves. And then in the fall, they go, okay, we're indoors now. Let's go buy crypto. It's so funny how that works. But yeah, I happen to notice that. Let's get out of this ad. According to the report, a combination of strong institutional demand, increased whale activity, and favorable seasonal factors, I just said that, seasonal factors has created a bullish environment. However, some experts caution that external factors such as regulatory developments or macroeconomic conditions could still introduce volatility. 100% agree, but I don't think it's as likely as many make it out to be. I think the inflation is getting under control. I think the Fed is going to follow through with cutting interest rates. And I do think risk on assets will see more of a jump in the coming months, especially to end Q4 and start up Q1. The resurgence is largely attributed to heightened institutional interest. Okay, which we've seen about 8,000 Bitcoin. Man, imagine if you own 8,000 Bitcoin. That's a lot. Marking the highest daily purchase since July 21. These purchases are seen as a major driver behind Bitcoin's price momentum. In the first quarter of 2024, spot ETFs purchased an average of 9,000 Bitcoin daily, helping to boost demand and push prices to fresh highs. According to CryptoQuant, the rise in institutional activity indicates a broader trend. of renewed confidence in the crypto market, especially with expectations of regulatory approvals for additional spot Bitcoin ETFs. As institutional buy-ins continue, the market is poised for further growth, with Bitcoin's price steadily increasing. Yep. Now let's just read this last part. Whale accumulation amid October, because right now people are calling October Downtober because of the Ultra being down. Meanwhile, large-scale investors, often referred to as whales, have been accumulating Bitcoin. Okay. Whale holdings have been increasingly consistent over the past year and are currently above the 365-day moving average. You see how they say it's been consistent? They've been buying it despite the sentiment being down. They buy despite the price being down. You see, they don't just buy when the price gets interesting and bullish. They buy when it's down and bearish too. So let that be a forewarning to what's coming, regardless of how the market might change in the coming weeks. Additionally, Bitcoin's rally is coinciding with what has historically been a period of strong seasonal performance. The fourth quarter, particularly in a halving year, has traditionally been a favorable time for Bitcoin's price. Yes. During the last three halving years, 12, 16, 20, Bitcoin's price has increased by 9%, 59%, and 171%, respectively in Q4. Wow. So far, Q4 2024 has followed a similar trajectory, with Bitcoin demonstrating a bullish trend in line with past cycles. For now, Bitcoin's recent rally has sparked renewed interest in the broader crypto market, with other digital assets also seeing gains. Concludes that the combination of factors driving demand could continue to sustain Bitcoin's upward trajectory in the coming weeks. What a great article. How do you feel about that? We talked about a lot. The whales are buying Bitcoin. And they're going to soon be buying altcoins when I take profits. Remember, whales, they have more money, yes, but with those millions, they also have more risk. They don't want to wake up and see their altcoin migrated the next day, or the team left and is driving Bugattis around and it gets rugged, or it gets quote unquote hacked, which is pretty much a fancy term to say, hey, we rugged, but we don't want to actually announce it and get pursued. So they put their money in Bitcoin, get that safety net. They'll turn, say, 1, 2, 5, 10 million into a 5x from a bear market, or something like that. Turn 5 mil to 25 mil, and then take some profits and put 2 mil into an altcoin or a few altcoins or some meme coins, and boom. They do this very well. They do it consistently, and they do it, literally at the timetable of Bitcoin dominance going down. They start putting profits into altcoins. Bitcoin dominance going down means Bitcoin's getting sold off, and then you see altcoins going up, which means altcoins are being bought, which is what always happens in these bull cycles. But now let's get into the fear and greed index. Let's see what the actual sentiment is, and then we'll move into crypto bubbles. Leave a like, by the way, on this video if you enjoy it, and also if you want to reach out to me, talk to me, see what crypto I buy next, trade. If you want to see my profit-taking course, research course, join a group of diverse investors who want to be financially free, many of which have made 6 figures this week on Cerberus alone. And many have also made 6 to 7 figures before the bull market even started. If you want to be a part of this and join VIP live streams that I do on Discord only now, then I encourage you to join my Discord. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments down below. But now let's get back to the fear and greed. Let's see what's happening. Let's just get rid of some of these ads. Too many ads. All right. Let's see. 73 greed. So the gas toggle is here, which is because Bitcoin controls the market. So Bitcoin controls the toggle switch, which in this case, I would not be buying Bitcoin today. I would be focusing on altcoins. Unless, again, you're buying for like a 2x, at best a 3x for Bitcoin, which, you do you. It's still better than stocks, obviously. Stocks takes you about 10 years on average to hit a 2x with the S&P 500, which Bitcoin has that safety net for crypto. But a lot of us are here more for, a 2x. So this is good to know, to see where the market, what their mental state is, greed, which means they're actively buying, which we just confirmed in that article with the Wall Street and Donald Trump apparently winning. So let's pull up crypto bubbles next and see what we can find there. All right. I see the political coin for Trump is up. A lot of meme coins are up because the turbo craze has been insane. And by the way, if you are holding turbo, don't feel like you can't take profits. Like, it's fine. I took my initial investment out on turbo at a 40x, and then it went up another 11x to 51x. Now, for those who don't know, I get questions on what the initial investment means. It's the amount of money that I put in for the investment. So I'm playing with house money, aka free money. So for example, to make it sound easy, say you put $1,000 into turbo and then it rises up, I don't know, 50x. You take out your initial $1,000 and then you're just whatever you had there is free money, house money. So that's what I mean by taking my initial investment out. I was trying to swing trade it, which I still have it in a stablecoin USDC, but I wanted to show my Discord in real time how swing trading is risky. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, but I did sell it at around that penny mark. We got in 18 mil market cap on Discord, and then we DCA'd pretty heavily at 50 mil, which was great. But yeah, I felt it was time to swing trade it or at least take my initials out and see what happens. I'm still a top holder in turbo. But yeah, if you're taking profits because you got in early too, then congrats to you. If not, then obviously it's fine to hold it. It's going to go to multi-billion dollars in market cap this cycle, I'm telling you. Okay, nothing really crazy here. Let's check out the 700. Is this a new Doge? Oh. Be careful with some of these coins. I feel like I tell you guys that every single video. Okay. Not bad. This one's still down a lot. It probably got rugged. Be careful. Hoppy. We're up over a 2x on this play. It's looking pretty good. Chart is looking amazing. Look at this. We'll pull it up on the coin market cap. That's an amazing chart. Right now, it just needs more exchange listings. But I think a lot of people that took profits on turbo put them into Hoppy. I personally didn't do that. I had a pretty large allocation in turbo. It was roughly 10% or a little more before I took profits. So I didn't want to have that heavy allocation into it. And I had a very big bag, but I'm not putting that whole allocation into Hoppy. I'm still going to hold it in a stable coin just in case we see a little crash. I might decide to move it, or I might put it into a utility play or a DCA. We'll see. But yeah, Hoppy, I think a lot of people right now are putting profits into Hoppy from turbo, which makes sense. They're expecting this to be the next turbo as well. Let's keep going. Okay. Which one is this? Virtual? Oh, someone in my Discord brought this up to me. It's pumping. Nice. Okay. I see Trump MAGA's up. Goats? Oh my God. I'm sorry I clicked on that one. We're almost at the top 100. I see Turbo fell down the top 100. Where's it at now? 108. That's fine. It's barely holding above a penny. Don't be surprised if it breaks down to 0, the 9 range. But regardless, it's going to form a higher low for sure. It's not going back to a half a penny, in my opinion. I don't think it is at all. I did see the Turbo founder, though, was taking profit. So I think he moved some Turbo. Listen, by the way, these founders of projects, they can take profits. Like, if you don't like CEOs taking profits of cryptos, then just buy Bitcoin. If you think these admins are not taking profits, you're misguided. They're all taking profit. So it's not a scam. Like they need to pay themselves too, right? They market the project, they founded it, they're active in the community oftentimes. So they're allowed to do it. It's just how they disclose it, how they do it, and to what extent they're selling. If they sell the entire thing and try to pull liquidity out, that's a rug. It's a whole different topic, right? But if they take, like, say, I don't know, 5% out and they sell it, I mean, that's their call, right? It's their allocation. So I'm just saying, but obviously if he sells some more Rep Mankind, this would be a great discount to buy some more. So just saying, just keep that in mind. Like, don't be alarmed. Like, they're allowed to take profits. They're admins of companies. Let's go to the top 100 now. Let's see what that's looking like. Okay. Not bad. Let's get into coin market cap now. Let's see how Bitcoin's doing, the Bitcoin dominance. Right now it's 57.7%. So that means that, again, now's the time to buy altcoins. Not Bitcoin, altcoins. It's almost 58%. That's very, very good for altcoins to buy. When Bitcoin dominance is down, you buy Bitcoin or you just hold your portfolio. But if it's up, you start buying altcoins. And right now, the market, holy crap, 2.5 trillion right now. Well, 2.3, but let's see if that's the accurate one. Market cap, yeah, 2.3. Look at this climb, guys. Look at that. That's crazy. So in May, or last cycle rather, 3 trillion before it peaked. So I think we're going to get to a minimum around 8 trillion this cycle, which is going to be awesome. Very cool. Now let's get into Bitcoin itself and see the price action. Looks like it did not hold above 68K yet, but anything can happen. This is crypto. It could go to freaking 70K by the end of the day. It's honestly crazy how fast crypto can go up or down. 11% in the past day. Look at that. 61K a week ago. Last day, 2%. Last month, 17%. Okay, looking pretty good. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum 1 day, 1%, 7 days, 8%. So yeah, Ethereum is definitely trailing Bitcoin right now. Let's see if Solana's in the same path. I think it is because it's around the same price that we covered it. It's actually down in the past day. Wow, that's weird. But it is up more in the last 7 days, and it is up more in the past year versus Ethereum. Okay, so now let's see. Let's go over. Let's see where Turbo's at right now. So yeah, Turbo is at this penny mark on almost a 20% dip, which is healthy, by the way. I always get people that come in that buy at the all-time highs and then go, "Hey, John, it's dumping. What's going on?" It just ran up like massively in the past month, so it's going to have a pullback. Just keep that in mind. Whenever you buy higher than the rest of retail, that doesn't mean you can't make money. It just means now you have to wait longer to take profits, which in this case, if you're buying above a penny right now, it's not a terrible entry, but you're going to have to wait for altcoin season to make a lot of money, which is going to be about a year out. The ones who got in with me at like 20 mil, sub 20 mil market cap, they're the ones taking profits right now because we made a freaking crushing 51x on Turbo. So, rightfully so on a meme coin, that's definitely a good time to take profits. You don't want to always wait for 100x because sometimes it might not happen, but Turbo definitely is going to get to 100x easily. I see the bullishness went down 1%, which is kind of funny. I forgot to check Bitcoin actually to see if it went up. Let's see. 68%, 32. This went up 3%. This went down. You see, because the price went up. I guarantee if this breaks 70K, you're going to see 70% or more on this. Mark my words. I'm calling it right now. Now let's get into some plays. Let's see our new play, Moonwell. That's on a nice dip right now. 4 cents and 3/4, down 10%. This is a great dip because it went to almost 6 cents, a few days ago. So this is a great dip to be looking at. This is A DeFi lending protocol on Base. It's on Base. It's linked to Aerodrome, Coinbase connection. Coinbase backed it, and also many VCs. Look up Luke Youngblood. He's a former employee from Coinbase. The guy has a very impressive resume in DeFi. Okay, it's not a random project. The chart is looking the way it is for a reason. Look at that chart. One of the most bullish charts in all of crypto. Something I do want to pull up too for Florida. Florida's another one that had massive bullish news today. They're not migrating, but they are going to have their own chain. They're going to bridge to their own chain and use the token as gas, which means they're probably going to be deflationary. Whenever I hear gas, that usually is what it means. Let's pull it up on Twitter so I can show you guys in real time what I mean. And Florida, I'm very well aware the price has not moved. Okay. No one's talking about Florida. You type on YouTube, no one's talking about it. Like, this is going to be another legendary call from us because a lot of people are sleeping on Florida because Web3 and cybersecurity just sounds boring to investors. They want to just buy meme coins. But look, let's share this tab right here. Meet the Florida chain, the L3 rollup powering the Florida firewall. Okay, let's click this. You can read this in your own time, but I'm going to scroll down just a bit. Introducing the Florida chain, it discusses why it was implemented, why it's important. Okay, keep scrolling down. Look at this. This is like a very, very well done website. Okay, it talks about the data, how it's going to be encrypted, why a chain. It gives you all the reasons right here. Given that Florida firewall will be screening and blocking, delaying malicious transactions, as stated above, it was important to maintain the level of censorship resistance. Having a Florida chain in an inbox contract that maintains a queue of delayed transactions prevents unintentional censorship, a healthy level of decentralization, and minimizes single points of failure. Data that would have otherwise been stored centrally in a Florida Foundation backend is being stored and secure on the Florida chain. That is big. And then right here, the Florida chain is expected to have external nodes, which is awesome. And there'll be an opportunity for all the current Florida scan node operators to maintain Florida chain nodes in the near future, which may or may not give you rewards. Who knows? And then right here, impact on Florida token. Florida chain represents additional utility for Fort. The current Fort token will be the native gas token of the Florida chain. Okay, now look at this. No migration is necessary. Okay, no migration. That is great. Fort on Ethereum will be bridged to the Florida chain for gas purposes. That is friggin' awesome. So yeah, Florida is very bullish. I know the price doesn't reflect it right now, but yeah, Florida is definitely a diamond in the rough. It will not be 11 cents for long. And I see the sentiment on it is still pretty bullish, 85%, which is great. Let's pull up Aerodrome. Let's see how Aerodrome is doing. $1.37, not bad, up 12% in the past week. This one recovers so fast. Waiting to see if my swing trade works out in my favor. We'll see how it goes. Regardless, I mean, this is good price action. It's just a healthy dip. But let's see some other plays. Let's see how Potential Tau is doing. Potential Tau it's still holding pretty strong. I mean, even on this dip, it's really not going, far down. I kind of missed that $200 range already. Let's check out Pangolin PNG. This one is still consolidated, which to me means accumulation. Consolidation is another way of saying accumulation. I mean, this is legit. I mean, it dipped, and then this has been consolidation since August. It's been consolidating sideways, which means active buyers and sellers. And the community is still very bullish, which is great. Let's see Aleph IM. This is DPIN AI infrastructure, a great complement to ArtBlock. It also works with DID, decentralized identity. I think this one's going to be a big player in the back end for AI. The chart is not bad at all either. It went to 80 cents last cycle. It's only roughly 4x, 5x down at best. I think it's going to blow past that pretty easily. Let's go to LCX. LCX, they have an announcement coming soon. They say something with Cardano. People think they want to migrate to Cardano. I don't think that. If they do, that's bearish. If they migrate, it's going to be to their own chain because they want to be a blockchain bank. which to be of that status, you need your own chain, especially if you're going to tokenize RWAs. So if you are in LCX, I think this is a good price to DCA. Pulled up Moonwell already, but I just want to show you guys this is a very healthy dip. I think Moonwell is going to be minimum $2 a cycle. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes $3 plus, upwards of $5 a cycle. I'm very bullish on Moonwell. I think it's going to do very well, and the connections are very strong. I think DeFi is a very underrated, overlooked niche right now. Let's pull up GFI, another lending protocol. GFI is backed by Coinbase, has BlackRock integrated on their council. And then we got another cybersecurity play, NCT. This one is a micro cap, has great tokenomics, and it looks like they have some key partnerships forming soon. I did see something on X about them. So NCT is definitely one to keep your eye on as well. I think this micro cap can fly, especially when altcoin season takes place and the narrative for cybersecurity gets more exposure. And then Caspa, if we move on to Caspa's at 13 cents. If you saw my last video, I explained even in the worst bearish scenario, it doesn't get any tier 1 exchange listings. It can still do well. I don't think it's going to $10, $20, $30. I think, you guys know how I feel about that. But I think at this price, we're going to get around a 10x at least, which I think is a very good gain for a crypto that may not be a micro cap or a small cap. It's more of a mid cap now, but it's a very safe entry for a good gain, in my opinion, which I think Caspa's got a lot of good things going for it, especially when you look at the fundamentals and the community sentiment, which, yes, went a little bearish, but it's still 88% bullish. And I think Caspa is still going to appreciate regardless of what's happening. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. What altcoin are you currently looking at right now? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.